All right, the last one is kind of a weird lab. When I did it last time, um, everything kind of just got bleached out. But it could be that you have different concentrations of stuff. For this one, you're going to need, if you look at the instructions, and this is one called Bleach It. Here's some different oxidizing agents, but you probably don't have all these. I didn't get to look at in my house whether we have them, but I'm pretty sure I have hydrogen peroxide. That's the stuff in a brown bottle you use if you get a cut. This one right here, sodium thiosulfate, you have that in your box. And then you probably don't have either of these, but you might have bleach in your laundry room. So if you have bleach in your laundry room, you can use that. So you got 3 different oxidizing agents, and then the stuff you need um, is around your house. So I don't know what you have, but I'm looking. I don't think we have iodine in our kit. I think it's in the, if you still have your biology kit, I think you have some iodine in there. And I don't have my biology kit here. It's in my classroom, but I'm pretty sure there was some iodine there for your diffusion lab. And so you could get the iodine out of there. You probably don't have potassium permanganate. That's a really, it stains a lot of different things. They probably didn't put in their kit. I'm looking at my box label to see what else is in there. So I'm looking right here where it says iodine solution. You don't have that, but you might be able to get that out of your biology kit. Or if your family uses that in your first aid, then you could, wherever you keep your stuff, that's, you might have some iodine. Long time ago, they said it had the potential to scar. So, in the 70s, we would use that. But now I don't think people use it as frequently anymore. Same with actually the hydrogen peroxide. You may have gotten a cut and then had someone pour it on your cut and then it bubbles. Well, that is something that that right there is something you may or may not do. So that is the hydrogen peroxide right there. So your oxidizing agents are bleach, sodium thiosulfate, and hydrogen peroxide. So you're going to have 3 of them. And then over here, you might have iodine. You probably don't have permanganate at your house. You might have grape juice. You might have something rusty. You might have a piece of colored fabric that you can use as a scrap. You might have some flowers in your neighborhood that you can grab and use for this experiment. This one's kind of funny, a grass stain on a piece of white fabric. If you can manage that, then those are things that you need to set up. So the number of wells that you need depend on the number of things that you get. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 things here. But over here, I said, all right, around your house, here are things you got a chance at finding. Grape juice, rusty water, piece of colored fabric, colored flower petals, and white fabric with grass stains. So if you can find those 5 things, or up to those 5 things, it'd be, these are the 5 most practical things I think that you have the possibility of finding. If you find those 5 things, you need 5 columns. If you only find 4 things, then you need 4 columns. If you only find 2 things, oh man, then you only need 2 columns. But each of the columns, remember, columns go up and down like a column holds up a roof. You need 3 rows. And what are the 3 rows for? Well, what you're going to do with those 3 rows is you're going to add the oxidizing agent. So you're going to add some bleach, you're going to add some sodium thiosulfate, you're going to add some hydrogen peroxide. And then when you add those, record your results. You're going to make a table yourself and then record the results. Hopefully you're able to take a photo of your results as well, and then just answer these 3 questions right here and write a concluding paragraph, just like we've done all year. So the question I would expect you to have is, all right, so I have up to these 5 samples right here. Then what do? Well, put them in a big well. So don't use your little one. I know you have another one of these that has bigger holes like this. So use the one with bigger holes. And then what you're going to do is you're going to add to those big holes your 5 samples. And then, you know, 5, I say, but, you know, up to 5, depending on how many samples but you have. But for each sample, you need 3 pieces, so you can add to them the different things. So if you look at procedure number 3, procedure number 2 says, what color is it before you start? Okay. And then procedure number 3 says, add a few drops of the oxidizing agent. So add a few drops of bleach to one of your 3 wells. To the second one, add sodium thiosulfate. And to the third one, add a few drops of hydrogen peroxide. And then look at it right then to see what happens. Does it leave a spot right away? Does it turn it white? Does it do nothing? What does it do? And then check it again at the 15-minute mark. Okay, so have a timer going, and then after you're done with the first drop, wait 15 minutes and then take a look at the next one. You can do them simultaneously, so you don't have to put a drop, wait 15 minutes, put a second drop, or not, and then put the second drop of the different oxidizing agent in the second sample. You don't have to do like that. You can do them all at the same time. So once you set up your samples up to 5 and you've got your 3 rows, then what you can do is just do them all at once and then check them 15 minutes later. That's what I would do. So if you do it that way, it's not actually that long of a lab, but you're going to have a data table that you make. You're going to have a photo of your wells. You're going to have the answers to these 3 questions, and then you're going to write a concluding paragraph. Okay.